Hi. A lot has happened for me in the past 48 hours, and I just have a couple things I wanted to share as a means of activating knowledge in you, reminding you of soul truths, or presenting new information for you to consider. Be blessed. One of the great concepts that has been unfolding to me is the idea of the transitory nature of some major concepts that we have in the 3D reality. One of those is death and rebirth. The other is duality. Starting with duality, you have the yin and the yang, and those things are certainly not darkness and light, like evil and good. Okay, is what I mean. They're not. That's not what they represent. The yin is potential energy, and the yang is active force, active energy, kinetic energy, and together they are all things, right? They are being. But we come to 3D to experience the yin or the yang with a measure of limitedness, because that is what we desire to experience in 3D. Like, if you are yin and yang together, you are all. You don't get just the singular perspective of the yin and all that that brings, and just the singular perspective of the yang and all that that brings. And so that's why in yin-yang relationships, it has classically been male and female, but some of that is changing as souls bring in different energies. But if you're a higher yin soul or a higher yang soul, and you come together, you're going to experience the fullness of all things. And that's what birth is too. Male and female coming together to give birth to a child is the potential energy and the kinetic force creating life. So, once you get beyond 3D, I'm not sure about the specifics of this, but possibly even in 5D, you don't have yin and yang. You don't have the duality. Okay, there is just force. Okay, there's not potential force and active force. There is force. Being. Force is being. And that's it. You don't need to experience one perspective or the other in limitation, which is just experience. There's not one's not better than the other, it's just different. Okay, so, we could say, 3D to 5D you're ascending, but you're just shifting. I mean, you could say first place is first dimension, and then suddenly you're associating best with first. But there's no better or worse about third or fifth or 11th or first. It's just different experiences that God desires to have as us. Okay, so the other thing is death and rebirth. Death and rebirth are concepts of the 3D. The phoenix rising from the ashes, cycles is also 3D, and geometry, in a sense, 3D, right? What is beyond 3D geometry? It's a whole new thing. And so we desire to experience death and rebirth, and have the limitation of time, lifetimes, because they bring something new. They bring, something about a lifetime for sure is it brings a certain pressure to grow at an accelerated rate, because you only have so much time in a given life. The death and rebirth that occur within life cycles, the undulations of life, just continually feed us with new experience, with change at a rapid pace, with it builds in us a rock solid foundation that nothing is lost. things are transitory but eternal. And to have those two experiences at once is something really cool about the death and rebirth process in 3D. To know the eternality of transitory things together. It can get confusing, and a lot of times people get frustrated, but that's what we chose in 3D. It's just not better or worse. Again, it's just another experience. It's another viewpoint, another limited perspective that we couldn't have if we were the all in all the time. So those are just two concepts I wanted to present, to either consider or just be awakened to and know, in order to give you some peace as the all that is inside of you, inside each of us. 3D is not forever, but it is to be cherished, and we have gratitude for these limited perspectives and all that they hold. Namaste. From my heart to yours. We are one. Unity, diversity, all at once.